I feel like I'm one step closer to one of my dream teams.
Oh, you told me
Yeah, with
about
Damian Priest
this.
turning heel, and then Edge giving a concerto to not the bitch to
Turn him.
Almost, but like he wants to bulldog AJ Styles. So what did he call him? Almost his tag team bitch or something. Whatever,
He used some words
but
like
whatever.
that.
Edge AJ Styles. He was looking for a competitor. I know everybody in the world thought it'd be Cody Rhodes coming out, but it was the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Comes out and proceeds to challenge Edge and blah blah blah. Edge turns heel, basically cheap shots him and whatever. Then AJ comes back up and then misses his gimmick thing. Edge rolls in and takes AJ out and ends up giving him a concerto. Remember the good old concerto ENC? So with that going on in mind, let's see, Damian Priest's segment before that, he turned on Finn Balor.
Turned Rudo.
Well, I don't know if he turned on Finn Balor, but Damian Priest is. I'm very excited to see him as a heel. Whether it's if it's a dream team, it's Edge and Damian, or it's just him by himself. I'm excited about it because maybe he could stop like trying to do like these promos that he's doing and just be a mean,
Be mean.
Yeah, you know, as much as I don't want to say this word, I'm gonna whisper it. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it. Undertaker. All right, so Undertaker and Kane and stuff. I really wish they would bring like Taker in to mentor Damian Priest.
Okay.
Like, 'cause Damian Priest has all this athletic ability, but it just comes across sometimes. I don't know, when he shakes his knees when he sells. There's like little things that he's trying to put devils. They always say there's devils in the details, but he needs to hold back on that. With this whole cliche thing. Less is more, or less is best. You heard in training a million times from me. Less is more, less is more. And man, did I preach that last night in class. Less is more, less is more. Preached that a lot last night in class to Damian Finrear. Oh my God, the guy is unlimited potential, but
Less is
he's got to hold it back. I put him in there with somebody and he just collapsed him. But say same for example, Damian Priest can do all these amazing things. But he doesn't need to sometimes, you know. And because Finn Balor's a smaller guy, they had a heck of a match, and it's probably going to turn into a great WrestleMania match. I don't know where they're going, or if it happens before that, I have no idea. But I imagine they would build it up to then. But yeah,
they both do a lot to begin.
Well, yeah, no, that little Irish dude's like phenomenal. Like, but is he gonna come back like Edge channeled Miz brung out Edge's, or not Miz, but who was it before Miz? It was Miz. Miz brung out Edge's dark side with the bloodbath, or whatever.
Yeah.
Then is Damian Priest gonna bring out the little Irish dude's dark side? What was his
the demon,
Demon Fowler.
Demon King.
No, yeah, the Demon King. Yes,
he
was the Demon King, but no, he hasn't in a long time. But I imagine WrestleMania would be a place to see that again
Demon
with the crawl out, the big entrances and stuff like that. So I was expecting to see the dark side of Balor and then Priest, and then there's Edge with AJ. But I don't know. I if it was me, I could give you a lot of scenarios, but I definitely would have Priest and Edge as a tag team, and give Edge that last tag team run through the last year. That'd be pretty cool because his body could last longer. Damian's a workhorse. Edge is too. But I think it could be a very good thing. Very exciting times for me to see what's going. And then I'm also excited about this whole unification thing of the belts or whatever.
Yes, it's about freaking time.
Right,
I hate the two title things.
I don't even know if I don't mind the two brands as long as they're not crossing over. I mean,
no, I don't
you have
mind
the two brands, but then you
brands.
have one major title that one holds from. One person holds that title, for both. For the company itself, the whole company in general, not two brands within a company. But so I'm like the old, an NWA belt or whatever, the world title where Ric Flair went around and defended it everywhere. It was super cool because he would come to your town and he'd be like, oh, Ric Flair's coming to wrestle your favorite guy, like my favorite guy, like Barry Windham. So, Lord knows I love Barry Windham. See, that's the only reason I bought this shirt. Because it looked like, well, I didn't get it. Your mom went back got it, but the Eagles, see the Eagles on the side right here.
Yeah.
So It reminds me of the first shirt and the only merch that I ever bought as a kid. It was a Barry Windham t-shirt. You know that I do not like white, but it was a white shirt. But I was a lot skinnier as a kid. So
yeah, you don't wear
it was a white shirt with red lettering on top of that. So white with red lettering. You know I'm not a big fan of red lettering either, right? So, but it was like the kid is hot tonight, and it had
what it said.
It had it on the side with lightning bolts here. And it was Barry Windham shirt, yeah. So it said the kid is hot. It was when he first came to Florida Championship Wrestling or Championship Wrestling
wear
from Florida.
that.
Yeah, it was dope as hell. So whenever I see the long sleeve shirts with the writing on the side, I think that might have been the only reason that I wore like Ocean Pacific and different shirts later on after that as I was getting older, is because I had the Barry Windham shirt. It was just stuck with me. I was a big Barry Windham fan as a kid, I love Barry Windham. So, but yeah. So I'm excited about that. You got Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
That should be a good one.
It should be a good one, but I don't think it's gonna get settled there.
You don't think so?
No, I think the
interference maybe.
Or if it does get settled, then I think Bobby Lashley's going to appear on the scene because they got to do something with Bobby Lashley.
He just kind of
the elimination chamber. He gets hit with a piece of plexiglass and knocks himself out. Or apparently, just really poor management of a champion. I think, and he loses his belt because he couldn't concussion protocol. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you have to do something with it. You can't just get rid of him.
I think that was a tough one to swallow out of the Elimination Chamber. That was the toughest thing of the Elimination Chamber. Yeah. That whole show, the swallow was that of Bobby Lashley. I'm surprised I didn't talk about it the last time I was on here. It probably didn't take time for me to digest in my brain and stuff when I was in here. But I was super, super excited to see one champion, over the company, over the two brands, not all these Raw Women's Champion, Raw SmackDown Women's. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Who's what? Red, blue. I mean, two company, okay, so you want to get competition, and they do drafts. I get that. That's all cool, but I think you need one champion that represents both brands. And
Absolutely.
So I'm super cool, super happy, and super stoked about that. Not as stoked as I am about the possibility. In my head, they probably never develop or whatever, but in my head, I'm seeing Priest and Edge together.
Now, if you can add a third person to that, who would you add?
Ironically enough, I'd probably add Cody Rhodes.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Get a little brood going?
Well, because he would be like a dark horse. He left the company, went there. What else are they going to do with him? They're not going to push him. They can't push him and have him beat Brock Lesnar. He can't beat Roman or Bobby Lashley. I mean, in my mind, no.
No.
But he could fit into that little faction and build himself back up. And
he's officially back?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Now, somebody who's officially in WWE, who would you put?
Well, what's Raymond have to say over there?
Just on the Cody.
Are you rapping or what? You got a mic? What are you doing?
It looks like it.
Yeah, nah, I got a mic. But Cody versus Randy. Him and Randy had the stable.
Oh, yeah.
Randy's not really...
He's not doing anything.
Not yet.
Well, he got pinned on Raw.
Is he still
from your private party? Not private party. What's you guys you like? Street Profits.
Yeah.
So they just splash. He rolls out. This is what I understand. This is back-to-back matches. So the match prior to this match is prior to the Finn Balor match. So Randy Orton gets splashed by the smaller one of the one that does the nice frog splash.
Yeah.
Boom. He goes. They set up to where he looks like he could get his feet on the ropes, and one of them comes and knocks a foot away. But ideally, he wasn't close enough to get the foot on the ropes anyways. It was just some kind of mistiming. But here's what bothered me about that. It's a petty thing. Super, super petty. What bothered me about it is when he covered him, they did one of those hook the leg and roll up on him. He did all this movement struggling to get his foot towards the ropes. When his shoulder wasn't even covered, all he had to do was lift one finger up. All he had to do was breathe, and his shoulder would have lifted off. Now, Finn Balor did a double stomp the Priest. Now, when he covered him, he did the same cover, but he did it properly, where you roll all the way through and get the weight over the shoulder and this and that, and make it, and actually did that proper. So if you watch the Street Profits covered and you watch Finn Balor's the next match, I believe it was the next match, Finn Balor's how you're supposed to do that cover. Yeah. I have nothing against that cover if you do it the way Finn Balor did it.
I just don't like it in general.
The cover? No,
But, like,
no, but, I mean,
If you're not covering the shoulders, yeah, it's
watch how
worse.
Finn Balor does it, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's totally acceptable. Now, how the Street Profit did it, like, I think it's just a lot of miscues and timing, and maybe there was a panic mode. But Randy Orton, all he had to do was, like, he could have burped and his shoulder would have lifted up. Anything. Had like indigestion and his shoulder could have came up. But he moved all around trying to get his foot on the ropes. And I think maybe they just went close enough. It was supposed to get on, and the other guy was supposed to throw it off. There was a camera angle switch or something. But it was the cover in general. I don't even know why I'm going on that. I think that's the trainer in me and stuff like that.
It's annoying seeing that too, because it's like all that work. You look at like you see the finish, and then the cover is the end of the match, which everybody remembers, and it's shitty. So
What are you cussing on it?
it's crappy. I am so sorry. But you never answered. Who would you add? Who's on in WWE right now?
Well, if he wasn't in the Dirty Dogs with your dude Bobby Roode, Ziggler,
Dirty Dog.
Ziggler, Dirty Dogs. It's their tag team name, the Dirty Dogs.
That's a hell of a name.
They're Dirty Dogs, and I have proof that I'm not going to put out here on the air that they're Dirty Dogs, but like they're Dirty Dogs. So you need to not be looking at Bobby Roode. It's all in the name. They got Dirty Dogs. No, I like Ziggler, but it wouldn't fit at that time where he's at and everything in the station life. But that would be cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Yeah, but no, it's not. It's gonna be Damian Priest and Edge, and it's gonna be pretty cool. But I'm just guessing. I'm speculating. I don't know shit. But
if it does happen, you heard it here first. So.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss.
Ooh, what's going on? What's going on with?
Who said the third person had to be a guy?
Very true.
It's
true. What is she doing? What is she up to?
She just came back in the Elimination Chamber. Remember last week?
She's still all weird.
I don't know what she did.
Right?
I don't think she was in that 6-man on Raw. Was she on the 6-man? I don't know. There was a 6-man women's match, but I don't remember who was.
She would actually.
6-woman match, 6-person, 6-woman, whatever.
She would actually fit
she was in a tag. There was a tag match. I don't know if she was in that or not.
Oh, okay.
But I know Bianca Belair won it because with her hair whip, which. All the cool graphics they can come up with. They come up with a pair of lips and a big ponytail out from the lips. Like, what does that even say? What is like?
It says, "Look at my hair. My hair hurts. My hair is aggressive. I have a prop. My lips are juicy."
I'm gonna take that back. Not Alexa Bliss.
Really?
Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah.
But she's
cool.
bigger than both of them.
No. They got some height. She's like 6 foot. Like they're 6'3". Edge is 6'3". Maybe Priest is 6'4".
She's pretty. She's thick though. She's like a she's a muscular girl. What?
She's big, but next to two of them, it wouldn't be as noticeable. She would fall on. She's not quite China.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, China was bigger than X-Pac and HBK and all that, but Hunter obviously put size on so you can stay bigger than China.
Yeah.
Now you look at it, but it would be of that kind of nature, but not quite China. Like,
I think either
she looks good, but she doesn't have the mass that China had and stuff like that. So,
true. Yeah, that's true.
So she just has a really cool look and vibe about it. Like she's like
she would pair well with them.
Yeah, definitely.
They shouldn't.
Especially with
add
Priest.
a girl.
Or it could be Beth Phoenix then if you're gonna do all that. She had the hair. She come out. She don't think, but it won't be a girl. It's gonna be it's gonna be a tag team. It's not gonna be a trio. It's a tag team. It'll be a tag like Edge and Christian. But it'll have a brutish vibe, because they're very. And then when Damian was walking off, he threw a "Too Sweet" sign. I don't know if that's an NWO or Kevin Nash or Razor Ramon or whatever tribute, but. I don't know. I'm just seeing little subtle things there, similarities. And in my mind, if I was writing things, I would come up with a storyline that puts the two of them together and gives Edge a nice tag team run on his last year in wrestling. If it's his last year, but I'm thinking it would be. He's a family man. I mean, I know you love this, Adam, and I love wrestling, and we all gotta. he was out of it for a while, but he came back and he double tore both triceps and stuff like that. So it's a really hard thing. So
it's hard to keep
kids
up
are growing
with
up. You don't want to miss your babies growing up too. So I'm thinking you could just do selective dates. It'd be pretty cool to be a tag team with Damian Priest. I think so.